Some people online are thinking that Trump may one day deploy all of American troops on its own soil and take over all of America, declare himself the first among many, or emperor. It would be really funny to watch, but those speculations are not baseless though. When Trump took over Venezuela, he only did one thing: to ensure Venezuelan oil supplies are directly in to the United States. But there are some news out there, you may have seen it. The disagreement between oil companies and Trump's strategy. They were not agreeing with each other about Venezuelan oil because Venezuelan oil is heavier and it needs a special kind of process to make it oil. Maybe that's why they are in disagreement. But I think it's just a distraction for the public to follow, right? Basically, oil companies in America give money to either side of the aisle. They give money to Democrats and they give money to the Republicans as well. So basically, the oil companies own America and American politics. So my guess is Trump and they went into a discussion, have some agreements, and they decided to let the public know they are in disagreement, just to let the Republican congressman and Democrat congressman on ease. So they won't think about how Trump is finally controlling all of America through oil companies, while Donald Trump is preparing to launch an attack in Greenland. The oil companies will now start building and taking control of Venezuelan oil supplies in the same time. If America is really smart, this is what they would be doing. If Trump administration is really smart, this is what they would be doing. And don't get me wrong, Trump administration is really smart, especially the generals serving under them. The Venezuelan attack was actually very smart in terms of art of war. You attack the most easy target and you attack that target with minimum force, and you also teach them a good lesson. Strike the heart where the enemy expect the least, right? All of these things apply with art of war techniques when it comes to warfare. So Trump got smart people working under him, but those people are from military side. So is the Trump administration really filled with smart people? Well, we need to keep watching. But if they are truly smart, what I said would be what they are doing right now. They are using Greenland for two reasons. The first one is a media distraction while all of the oil companies go to Venezuela and establish their control. And talking about Iran as another media frenzy to cover up what they are doing in Venezuela right now. Or maybe all of this are happening at the same time and the oil companies are just taking the opportunity to go into Venezuela right now. You never know. If Trump people are really smart, yeah, this is what they would be doing. Maybe I'm stretching. Just a thought. So Greenland is very important right now. Everyone is talking about Greenland and everyone is trying to defend Greenland. Even Russia has offered help to defend Greenland. So is America really fired up about fighting a war just to keep the elections from happening in America so that Trump would be wartime president, extending his reign to like probably 10 to 15 years? We're also thinking about that on the other way, on the other perspective. So this is another idea to entertain. Very good. I don't know who came up with it, but it's very good. The idea is Trump is purposefully going into a huge war or starting a huge war so that he could declare America in or at war. So since it is at war, he is now wartime president, which will allow him all legal leniencies or loopholes in the Constitution of America to make him, I don't know, president for life kind of thing. There's another way to achieve this, which is domestic conflict, basically civil war, right? ICE agents have started beating a lot of people. We are seeing that across the world, across the social media apps. And it is driving the locals insane. And they are coming up with their own groups, their own gangs, and trying to defend the neighborhood against ICE, which is starting to sound like a civil war. Sides are forming, for sure. And it is starting to sound like a civil war. If that actually breaks out, Trump will also use that as another solid reason to declare martial law across all of America, make him the emergency president, which is Julius Caesar's playbook. Geopolitically, though, America must consolidate power in the Western Hemisphere, which means all of North America and all of South America along with Greenland. If they don't control that geopolitically, America's survival is at risk. Geopolitically. But from the personal side of the president's view, yeah, Trump is using all of these opportunities and all of these chaos and turn them into golden tickets to make him the first among equal, the imperator or the emperor. Maybe I'm stretching. Comment on your opinions to have a discussion with me.